Geometry is a branch of mathematics concerned with the question of shape, size, relative position of figures, and the properties of space. Geometry in itself means earth measurement. A mathematician who works in the field of geometry is called a geometer. Egyptians were the first to measure the earth for their purpose. An Egyptian surveyor was called an Hapetonapta. He would walk along with 3 slaves behind him, carrying a rope with special knots tied in special places, which helped the farmer to calculate how much land they have after the river Nile was flooded every year. The rope was used to make a special triangle with a ratio 3:4:5 by bending it where the knots were to make a right angled triangle. At that time, the Egyptians didn't know why it worked, but they noticed that no matter how long the rope was, as long as the ropes were placed at the ratio 3:4:5, it would make a right angled triangle, which was very useful to them. Hundreds of years later, a Greek merchant visited Egypt because he was interested in the wealth of knowledge Egypt had. Thales was his name. He was a very successful businessman who became so successful and rich that after a few years he was able to retire and devote all his time to earth measurement, mathematics, and astronomy. Thales learnt about astronomy from Babylonians. Euclid, sometimes called Euclid of Alexandria to distinguish him from the Euclid of Megara, was a Greek mathematician, often referred to as the father of geometry. He was active in Alexandria during the reign of Ptolemy I. His book Elements is one of the most influential work in history of mathematics. Pythagoras' theorem is an important theorem of geometry. So let's visualize Pythagoras' theorem.
Take a square, take A, B, A, B, A, B, A, B. Now join the 4 points. Unshaded region is C square here. Now in the same diagram, if I push this up and bring these two together, if I push this to the right and bring this down, unshaded region A square plus B square equal to C square here.
Geometry lies in the concept of one to many. The basic figure in geometry is point. Many points join to form a line. Then line join to form angles. Then angle join to form polygons. Many polygons can be made by angles. The first is triangle, then quadrilateral, then pentagons, and finally to the circle having infinite sides.